nazioni, la voce d'Italia squillò. Centurie, cohorti, legioni, in piedi per ora suonò. Avanti gioventù, ogni vincolo, ogni ostacolo, superiamo, pensiamo la schiavitù che ci soffoca, prigionieri sul nostro mar. Vincere, 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 e vinceremo in terra, cielo e mare, è la parola d'ordine d'una suprema volontà. Vincere, 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 ad ogni costo nessun ci fermerà. I fuochi che vulcano son pronti a obbedir, son pronti, lo giurano, o vincere o morir. Pugnale, moschetto, a passo romano si va. La fiamma che brucia nel petto ci sprona, ci guida, si va. Avanti si oserà, l'inutabile, l'impossibile non esiste. La nostra volontà è invincibile, mai nessun ci piegherà. Vincere, 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 che vinceremo in terra, in cielo e in mare, è la parola d'ordine d'una suprema volontà. Vincere, 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 ad ogni costo nessun ci fermerà. I fuochi che tornano son pronti a obbedire, son pronti, lo giurano, o vincere o morir.
Hello folks, and welcome to this new episode of my Italian campaign in HOI4 with the Total War mode. And well, I would say that victory in Africa is now at hand, because even though in the last episode I lost completely my Italian empire and I had to fall back to, let's say, more defensive positions into Egypt, as you may have seen at the beginning of this video, I decided not to waste time because I was aware that time was against me. And if you wait, as an Axis nation, it just means giving more time to the Allies to build up their forces, and then, it will be just a matter of days before they will strike at your position. So, in early January of 1941, in a, let's say, pure Rommel style, I decided to start the offensive once again against the Allied forces located in, let's say, Middle Egypt, and having concentrated my motorized and armored divisions on the, let's say, on the Red Sea. On the Red Sea, I managed to launch a successful pincer attack, which trapped, I think I counted nearly 41 Allied divisions, which, I mean, considering that it's an African scenario, it's really a lot of troops. And in the following pocket that was generated in Egypt, I basically wiped them out. And yeah, I must say in this regard, I was pretty much helped by my air support. And maybe you missed it, but I had really a lot of planes. I think 400 fighters, 200 medium bombers, and 300 close air support. And the destruction of this huge Allied pocket was kind of a relief for me, because it literally paved the way towards Africa. And now I must say, when playing Italy, everything was kind of easier to do and to play, because now I was in full control of the infrastructures, and I could basically rebuild the infrastructures where needed to let supply flow through and reach my combat units. And because, let's say, the destruction of that pocket caught the Allies completely by surprise, I had my time, let's say, to invade Africa and regain all the lost territory in the autumn and winter of 1940. And as I advanced into Africa, of course, the front line became extremely extended. I would say, yeah, really overextended. And at some point, I made a huge mistake. I divided my forces into three main groups: the Italian First Army, with just, I think, 12 divisions, the mostly infantry divisions, was tasked of pushing towards Central Africa, and I split up my motorized army, let's say, into two groups. One small with just 4 divisions was heading south towards South Africa, while the remnants was pushing towards the Atlantic coast to the west. And this was, let's say, now I recognize this was a huge mistake that costed me a lot of time, because had I focused first of all, let's say, on the South African front, I would have had many more troops with which to deal with the Allies. And my mistake was, okay, I split my forces into two. I said, okay, I'm optimistic, maybe I can defeat South Africa alone, but no. The Allies had way too many divisions into South Africa. So I decided, okay, let's crash first of all the Western Africa region, and then I can think about dealing with South Africa. And dealing with the Allied forces into the west, into the, let's say, the middle Africa. I don't know which countries are there nowadays, but it was kind of a pain, because the Allies again managed to have a strong build-up of forces, and they were well dug in behind some big chunk of river. And yeah, so it took me quite some time, also because I had no air support. I had to fight under enemy air cover. Yeah, and it was kind of a bloody battle. But at the end, once I managed to crash the Allied divisions in, you know where, you saw it, everything turned out to be like a walkover. And by the time I crashed all the resistance in Western Africa, I had to redeploy my troops along the South African border. And in the meantime, but when I was trying to do that, I realized that the Allies managed to push from South Africa deep into I think it was the Belgian Congo. And again, another big mistake. I forced my infantry units to redeploy there, while all my motorized troops were rapidly advancing towards Casablanca and the Spanish Morocco. And by the time I ordered those troops to redeploy into Africa, it was already, let's say, late October. And yeah, so I basically wasted the last two months and a half of 1941 and just moving my troops around and yeah, building up some infrastructures and stuff like that. And again, this in turn further delayed my plans to attack the Soviet Union. And for some unknown reasons, while I was looking, at Operation Barbarossa, I noticed that Operation Barbarossa was kind of failing already. The Germans, yes, achieved some kind of breakthrough, but then they had to give up some ground, and surprisingly, the Red Army managed to push into Romania. And I have no idea what happened, if this was an event or whatever, but yeah, this was kind of unexpected, and in turn this added some interesting aspects to my future challenge. And as I noticed that, in the meantime, while I was waiting for my troops to redeploy, as I noticed that resistance in Africa was increasing, I changed a bit the template of my garrison divisions by including some more garrison troops and the police attachment. And basically, I just spent the remaining days of 1941 in building up for the final offensive into South Africa. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you all very, very soon. Take care and bye-bye.